Hi everybody, welcome on in, welcome back. It's Flosstube number 2. I am Crystal, also known as Scold'sbane. Thank you to the small number of people and the one commenter that watched my last video. I appreciate you. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're one of those people who already watched, welcome back. I know, I repeat myself a lot. I'm sorry. There's been a lot going on here. I haven't done as much stitching as I would like, but that's okay. There's a lot of haul. I rediscovered some patterns that I had forgotten about. And there's a lot of stuff just going on in general, which we'll talk about at the end of everything. But you're here for stitching, so that's what we're gonna do. So, let's start out with the Sampler 86. Which is this one. I switched up the lighting a little bit, so hopefully, ooh, focus. There we go. Hopefully that'll help. This is the Sampler 86. It is done on hemp fabric, dyed by Jackson Fiber Arts. And, alright, is it Jackson Fiber Arts? I wrote it down somewhere. I never remember, but she's amazing. She's on Etsy. I will link her below, and she's one of my favorite fabric people. The floss is a hand-dyed cotton that I did myself. I did quite a bit on the lower border and finished up in the middle. And I did find, as part of my haul, which we will come to later, I did find another pattern to go on the bottom half of this piece. So it's going to end up being two-sided, and I'm just going to turn it into a pillow. One of the things I also One of the things I also did this week was to make project bags. They're Christmas themed because that was the fat quarters that I pulled out were Christmas themed, and they've got little gnomes on them, and I think they're adorable. I still haven't gotten any up on Etsy yet. I was too busy making them for my own projects first, because why wouldn't I treat myself? There's that one. The next that we have that I worked on was the Headless Horseman, the Sleepy Hollow pattern. I did quite a bit on this one. There was a lot. The pumpkin got filled in, a lot of this whole area, a lot of this down in here, a lot down in here. So I did a fair amount of stitching on this one. I have no idea what the count is. This is just an Aida that I got at Joann's on sale forever and a year ago. It's all the called fors. And the pattern of this pattern was Raven Stitchcraft on Etsy. All of the shops and everything, everybody that I talk about, because I have been watching a lot also, it's all going to be linked in the comments, or at least it will be mentioned in the comments, and you can find links yourselves if I can't find the actual links. The project bag that I made for this one has all sorts of floss in it, but again, little Christmas gnomes. I just think they're cute. They're cute, man. And the last one that I put actual work in, so not a whole lot of actual work. Like I said, there's a lot been a lot going on. A lot been going on, man. Was the Baba Yaga hut. I reached the 75% completed point on this last night, and I'm proud of myself for making it that far. And most of what was put in was down towards the bottom there by the chicken feet and a bunch of the grays, and kind of up in the trees and along the side of the house over on this side. So not a whole lot, but it exists. And again, this is just on, I have no idea what the count is, but it was on sale at Joann's. That's where I was getting all of my fabric for a long time. that was what I worked on. Not much there, but I did say that I found a couple of things. I found a couple of things that I had forgotten about, a couple of patterns. Oh, I don't know if you saw this project bag or not. It's got blueberries and cherries and things. Not quite as Christmassy. Also, please forgive my chair squeaking. My area here is so small that the back of the chair literally bumps up against the shelves, and it squeaks every time I move. I'll stop now. Legally, sorry. What I found. I was talking about Christmas in July on my first video, and I remembered I was going through and finding things, and I remembered I had the Creepy Christmas Village. The Creepy Christmas Village, it was a stitch along, and it was by Lola Crow cross stitch. And I got the Creepy Christmas Village and also the Christmas Cryptids. So I'm going to be working on what's left of those. I haven't even started the Cryptids yet, but I've got 3 of the Village completed. I'd forgotten about it completely. But I have... Oh, what happened? Oh, just a fuzzy. A little haunted house. Focus. Which I love the little bats flying around. Why are you not wanting to focus today? What is wrong with you? There's so much wrong. I'm trying. There are the carolers, who are little ghosts. And my favorite so far, it's the ravens decorating a Christmas tree with skulls. I love them. They're creepy and cute and adorable. The fabric that I'm doing them on is, again, by the Jackson Fiber Arts, or Fabric Arts. It's Jackson Fabric Arts, I think. I keep saying Fiber Arts, and it's Fabric Arts, Jackson Fabrics. And it's London Fog. Which, yeah. This is what's left after I cut all the pieces out. It's a little bit more brown in person, but it's lovely, it's adorable, it's one of my favorites that she does. Yeah, but there's, let's see, how many of those left? So there's 3 more of the Creepy Christmas Village left, and there was an extra. It's called the Merry Mole, and it's not creepy, it's just this little mole coming out. The most adorable thing. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little cryptids that are all about the same size, and they'll be done on just black Ada. I think it's 14 count is what I got. Yeah. Yes. Also related to Christmas in July, I was talking about the Christmas gifts in the Altoid tins. I found the magazine that I was talking about that had the little tin. And it is the January 2024 Cross Stitcher magazine. And if you focus, thank you. If you look, it is that right there. It's got the little nativity scene. I did have it bookmarked in here, and then the bookmark fell out because why would anything stay in place? We can't have things easy. We can't have nice things. Here we go. And it's called Away in a Manger is the pattern. But it does all fit into the little Altoids tin, and I think it would just be the best gift for my sister-in-law, because again, she works for the Catholic Church. With all that said, looking at magazines. I'm going to go directly into haul because that's where we're at. Like there's just I haven't been able to do much, and it's been frustrating. But it'll come back. It'll all come back. Yeah. Because magazines, I did get the Halloween, which a couple of people have done flip-throughs of the Just Cross Stitch Halloween for this year. I know that Stitching by the Shore did one. She's lovely. I love her. I'm part of her Facebook group now. She's adorable. She's the one that inspired me to actually start doing Flosstube. Hi, Laura. But I did get that. Actually found that at a local needle shop that I didn't know existed until last week. And I convinced the man thing to take me. He's the other half. It's the man thing. It's in Needle Orts in Altamont Springs, Florida. They don't have a whole lot of cross-stitch stuff, but they do also have needlepoint. Their main focus is needlepoint. And I walked in and didn't realize how much I had missed doing needlepoint, so I'm gonna eventually, one of these days, get back into that. Not anytime soon. But they're a nice little shop, and if you don't know they're there, then it's one of those. If you don't know they're there, you don't know to go back get off the main road to get into the little center where they're at. Wonderful. Would recommend. Super helpful people. So I did that. I also went to same shopping trip. I decided that doing the Autumn is as Joyful stitch along that Hugo Stitcher is going to be starting would be amazing. So we went to Joann's because Joann's was having a huge sale. I decided to do the anchor flosses instead of DMC. So I did an anchor conversion and got all the flosses while we were there. I just ordered the fabric for it yesterday, so that hasn't gotten here yet. But I am going to go ahead and put up here. It's going to be on this side today because that's where there's room, because I can never sit in one place. It's just going to be everywhere. This is my world. My world is chaos, and I love it. But I'll put the picture of the pattern here, or the Etsy listing, the image from the Etsy listing here. And like I said, Hugo Stitcher is going to be starting that soon. I don't remember exactly when, but I am going to take part in that. I decided to do a really soft gray linen as the fabric, just because I think it would work well with all of the really muted, and some of them are a little bright, but essentially muted fall colors. I think it's going to be lovely. We'll find out when the fabric gets here and when I get started. So that's on the way. And the pattern itself is from Lila's Studio. If you want to participate in that, I do encourage you to go watch Hugo Stitcher. She was talking about it last week before. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember. I've slept since then. My brain has emptied. It's dumped. Gone. I've also gotten, I was talking about the pattern for the other side of the pillow, which I will also put up here. Etsy is my friend. It's 2x2 or 2x2 Stitch Art, has the patterns. I actually bought 2 from them. I wasn't sure which one I wanted to do for the back of the pillow. I decided on the one that's up here because I want to. I also got in my Long Dog sampler pattern, which I don't believe that I had last time. It's the Pavane for These Times. Ooh, shiny. I'm going to take that out. I'm sorry, crackly. I was trying not to be crackly today. It's not working very well. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear the construction equipment. That's going to be talked about at the end of the video too, or towards the end. Here we go. That's the one that I got. No, focus. There we go. Focus. I have not picked the fabric for it yet. I did go because a whole bunch of people were talking about forbidden fiber arts. Or forbidden fabric. It's over there. I will get it right here in a minute as soon as I put this back in the bag and pick up the thing with the tag that has a name on it. So I went and I got one of their grab bags of just random linen. No specific size, no specific colors, nothing. Just send me stuff. I want to know what it's about. And so they sent me a couple of fat eighths and a fat quarter and a couple Forbidden Fiber Co. and a couple of flosses. And this is, oh, you can't really see it. And of course I put everything down. Do I have a piece of paper? This will work. It's a nice tan. And these are unnamed colors, just because they're one of a kind. But I like that one, but I really like this second one. This is a one of a kind number 59. Oh, you can't really see it, but there's, put it under this light. No, of course not. It's a dark brown and it's got auburn reds in it, and it's a really nice subtle variegated. I love it. If I could get more, I absolutely would, and this is what I would do that long dog in, but I can't get more because it's a one of a kind. But we're trying new things, and that's important. Let me put this away. But they did send, like I said, the 2 fat eighths and a fat quarter. This first one is Newcastle linen 40 count. I've never worked on a 40 count before, so this is going to be interesting. It's either going to be the tiniest thing ever or not. And I'm thinking the tiniest thing ever would be really difficult to work on, but I think I would like it, so I don't know. This is the fat eighth, the 40 count. It's got some really subtle, more subtle than shows on camera, always. But it's beautiful. No idea what I'm going to do. If anybody has any suggestions for some patterns to do on a fat eighth, I am open. Please let me know, because I have no idea. No idea. I'll figure it out eventually, but right now, nah. And this fat eighth is a 32 count Belfast. And I think I like this one the most out of the 3. And I don't know why. These are not colors I would usually choose. But it's like a dark blue, and the other color is more of a pinky color. I don't know if you can really see it. I don't think you can really see the pinky color. It's looking more white, but it's a very nice pinky color. Again, suggestions for projects to do on a fat eighth. I'm about it. Let me know. Please. I'm lost. I need help. And then the fat quarter is a 36 count Edinburgh linen. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I can do it because I'm terrible at math. So figuring out fabric size is, it just is. But it's, you can't see the color well, but it's a light, really light spring green. Absolutely beautiful. And of course it wouldn't do me any good to open the windows because I live in Florida and it's been raining for like 3 days straight. There's no light. It just doesn't exist. No light for you. So I've gotten that. What else? Let's see. What else did I find? I finally got some more floss conditioner. That's a small thing, but it is. Yeah, but that's essentially what I've got. It's tiny, it's small, it's 20 minutes worth, not even 20 minutes. It was 15 minutes talking about cross stitch. It's almost nothing. What else did I get? I did order also, what was it? The Jardin Privé, the seasonal, the Quaker seasons that you can do, either do them all separately or do all four in one giant stitch. I did order those in digital format. I'm not sure whether I want to do one giant project or 4 smaller projects just yet. We'll figure that out. That's for future me to decide. No fabric, no floss, nothing. I just know that I really like the patterns and I wanted to do them, so I got the what? I got the what? Got those, that, whatever. Whatever. What else? I think that was it. That was it. Wow. Alright, I got that. I'm looking at my notes here because I actually took notes over the last 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so people I have been watching that I took down on the notes because I was watching a couple earlier today and I forgot to write their names down because I'm bad that way. I'm so sorry. A couple of them. I know one of them, it's her Flosstube number 2 is Jenny Crafts and Reads. Yeah. Yes. And I just got done watching that while I was actually ironing the projects because they got ironed this time. Also, evidently the Huga Stitcher. I watched the Sweetwater Stitcher. She's local to me. I don't know if I'm going to keep watching her, honestly. And it's not anything against her. She is lovely. She's an amazing person. But her style and mine are just so completely different. And I almost feel bad for it because watching different things and seeing different things and opening yourself to different styles is an amazing thing to do. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm not undecided, but she is amazing and I would recommend her for people who like the style of stuff that she does. Brenda in the Serial Starter. Always. I did watch the New England Stitcher, started watching Helen D, the Periwinkle Stitcher, 2 Needles Pulling Threads, the Museum Stitcher, who is a younger Stitcher and has so much energy. Girl, bottle some of that up and send it to me. I need it. I need it. Please. Stitching by the Shore, obviously. And I did watch one of the Floss Boss and Cousins videos for the first time. I lived in Arkansas for a number of years and just thought, well. And it was just immediately, honey, I know what's going through your head. Mm-hmm. I get you. I feel that. Yes. We did there was a giveaway, and I had one whole person comment. So the giveaway of the flosses here, this is going to, oh gosh, where did you go? Can't find it. Verby R. This is going to you. Please email me. It is scoldsbane@gmail.com. Send me a good shipping address and I will get these out pretty immediately. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not the day after you send the comment, but within the next week probably. I'll let you know. I will email you, respond to your email, let you know when I send these out. Oh, also funny, for the giveaway for this week, Snarky Crafter Designs on Etsy is amazing. I love her. She has the best customer service I think I've ever run into. She's just like a down home with a sense of humor. Okay. Went to the mailbox, I think it was yesterday, day before, and there was a package in there. Excuse me. There was a package in there. And I was like, wait a minute, I didn't order anything. I haven't ordered anything. I've gotten everything. I shouldn't have any packages. Did somebody go on my Etsy wish list? Did they go in? Because of course, you know, got the wish list, got the registry. Yeah, buddy. If anybody's interested, I can link my registry down below. I can link my Amazon wish list down below. It's entirely up to you guys. Let me know if you want to see it. Is everything scattered everywhere? Can't lie. So I got this package. I was like, did somebody go on my Etsy wish list? Did somebody order something for me? What's going on? And I opened it up, and there was an invoice from September of last year. And so I come inside, and I sit down, and I send her a message, and I'm like, hey, funny thing happened. I got this package. I had reordered what was in, you know, I'd given it a month, and then October I sent her a message, and I was like, so I ordered these 2 stitch markers, needle minders, not stitch markers. I ordered these 2 needle minders and a sticker from you, and they didn't come. And she's like, it's magnets, they get lost in the mail, it happens all the time, don't worry about it, I'll just send you other ones. So I have an F-bomb, and I have one that says, I'm just taking it one, are you effing kidding me? The word is there. Are you effing kidding me? At a time. And that's what showed up, was the package that was mailed in September, that I ordered in September. So I have an F-bomb, and I have, it's a dark blue background. I'm just taking it one, are you effing kidding me, at a time. Let me see if I can, because you cannot see it well. And this one's in bubble wrap. They're in bubble wrap. I don't know if you'd be able to see it. I'm sorry, crackling. It's going to be repackaged. I promise. I'm trying to get the bubble wrap off without tearing it or popping any bubbles. There we go. So I got those 2, and I sent her the message a couple days ago. I was like, hey, this package just showed up. I'm totally okay to pay you again. This is not an issue. Do you want me to send them back? Is it okay if I do them as a giveaway? And she was like, September! No, that was written off a long time ago. Don't even worry about it. Go ahead, do whatever you want with them. Absolutely do a giveaway. So these 2 needle minders are going to be the giveaway. Trying to get it back in the package. I can do that later. So we have F-bomb, if you would like the F-bomb. And are you kidding, if you would like this one. And that's going to be, I'm going to do 2. Might as well do them separately. If nobody's interested, I'll keep going until either they go somewhere or I give up and I use them, because they're actually really, really good. This was the second time that I've gotten purchased needle minders from her, was in September. I've also gotten one of her wood ones. It's an F flake. It's a snowflake made out of the word, yeah. Amazing. I will also link her shop down below, just because honestly, if you like something a little bit snarky and off the wall, she's your girl. And she also does have cross stitch patterns and other things as well. So while I'm trying to put this, there we go. While I'm on the subject of like giveaways and things, I do have a couple of other flosses that will be coming up, a couple of patterns that I've stitched, paper patterns that I've stitched. So if you don't mind use patterns, those are things that absolutely will be coming up in the future. there's also, I've been working on other things as well. So before I say goodbye to my cross stitch friends, I did want to ask, and please let me know if this is something you'd be interested in. On some of these other videos and other Flosstubers I've been watching, they've been talking about like quilting projects and sewing projects and knitting projects and things like that. Would you be interested if I talked a little bit about like what audiobooks I'm listening to while working on this project, or what podcast I'm listening to while I'm working on this project, or I have a crochet blanket that I'm working on that's made out of, it's ugly. I love it. It's ugly as sin because it's made, there's always leftover yarn. It's very rarely do I end up playing yarn chicken. So there's all these leftover scraps, and I'm just yoinking a yarn ball at random out of the scrap bin and attaching it to the one that I'm finishing, and it's a corner to corner crochet, and it's just fabulously ugly, but it's growing, and it has a lot of stuff from previous projects that have been completed, either knitting or crochet. It's all done in heavy sport or worsted weight, so it's all semi-cohesive as far as weight goes, but that's it. Everything else is just out the window. I've got that. I'm also sewing my own wardrobe because my body has changed shape so many times. I might as well just make something and know exactly how it's done so that I can modify as my weight gains and drops with all sorts of medical issues. So if anybody's interested, please let me know in the comments. Again, if all you're here for is the stitching stuff, thank you so much for joining me. I know it's only been about a half an hour. I'm so sorry it's short. But if you're interested in learning why, I'm going to get into the life stuff right about now. Okay. I'm going to post another picture up here. It has absolutely nothing to do with stitching except for being the reason why I haven't gotten a lot done. This is what my apartment looks like right now. The entire complex has been undergoing renovations. They've been removing the outer walls, and some of the buildings have had chunks out of the outer walls for over a year at this point. This is why I was mentioned last time that we were doing house hunting. We're going house hunting again tomorrow. We've got 4 properties we're going to look at, because I knew this was coming. But the thing is, I work from home. So instead of working from home, and that window in the picture that's the one I can reach out and touch when I'm working. And I work in a call center. We can't have that type of construction going on right next to my head when I'm talking to people in a call center environment. It just doesn't work well. So I've been working out of my in-laws since Tuesday. And I was talking to my mother-in-law day before yesterday. And she asked me, well, do you know how long it's been taking? And I told her, some of the buildings, it's been over a year. They still have scaffolding on them. They still don't have fully protective walls, anything. And that's what's been going on. That started, I saw somebody, I was getting ready to clock into work, and I saw somebody in a hard hat walk by the window, and I ran out there. I was like, hey! Do you happen to know when y'all are starting work on this building? And he looked at me like I had 2 heads. He's like, today. But the front office didn't give anybody any warning. We've not gotten any warning about when construction has been starting. We have not gotten any warning about when the water is going to be shut off until the day that it happens. That happened for 2 days in a row. That one ended up being a water main break, so, that's kind of an emergency situation, whatever. We did not get notice of the fact that they were going to have jackhammers in the parking lot, or concrete saws and working on the sidewalks, or. There's been a lot going on pretty much since like February, right in front of my build. It hasn't been working out well. But that's a lot of what has been going on. It's just dealing with the fact that I have absolutely no control over this situation. So I'm having to drive to the in-laws early because the man thing works past their house. So he drives past their house. So he takes me with him when he's going to work. He starts work at 9. I start work at 10. So we leave the house at about 8. Or we leave the apartment at about 8. And he'll take me and he'll drop me at his parents' place. I get off work at 6:30-ish. So he'll stop by after work and hang out with his parents until I'm done with work. And then we end up getting back to the apartment between 7 and 7:30. And it's a full day. And by the end of that day, I'm so exhausted between being at the in-laws' house at least 5 days a week. This week it's going to be 6. Because I'm picking up overtime hours. So between being at the in-laws' house and working in a call center, which is just, if anybody out there has ever done it, you know that it's just a soul-sucking experience. It's one of those that I think everybody should have to work at least 6 months of: a call center, retail, or fast food. Just to learn how to treat people. I've always thought this. I thought this since I was in high school. This is not anything new. It's not a political statement. It's just people aren't nice. Y'all need to be nice. Be kind to your web-footed friends. Yeah. And that's why I haven't gotten a whole lot done, because the time that I would normally spend, that extra like 2 hours in the morning that I would normally spend stitching or writing in my journals or whatever, is just gone. It just doesn't exist. Hopefully, we'll be able to find a house, because we cannot afford a different apartment. We just can't. We can't. And this apartment, with it being just under 800 square feet, it is in my name only. He technically does not live here. He's here often, quite often, but he lives with his parents. But even a house in this area, which is not an inexpensive area, we live near Orlando. It's not an inexpensive area. 1,000 square foot house, if we get the right mortgage and if we're able to do things correctly, would cost about the same per month for the mortgage as it does for the rent here. And that includes all of the extra for the mortgage insurance and the extra put back for the taxes and everything else. It would be a little bit more expensive because of yard maintenance, but not. It would be that I know that they're planning on raising the rent again as of August 1st, so that's where all my attention has been lately. That and making fun of people, just because it's great to joke with people. Holy crow. I'm actually, because of this terrible sense of humor and the ability to joke with people and to connect with the people specifically that are our customers and our clients, because I have experience in their line of work, which is part of the reason I got hired. because I can, no, I completely understand exactly what this is. I used to do this thing that you're doing right now, and I got out of the stores because I couldn't handle it anymore. And it usually makes people laugh. I've actually been proud of myself here. I worked with somebody a little over a month ago, and they remembered my name and last week they told the person that they got a hold of, my coworker, to skip the notes from other people and just go directly to what I did, because I was the one that fixed it and had a great sense of humor and stuff. So, like, I'm getting kudos at work, which is amazing and just mind-blowing to me. But so this is like, not everything is doom and gloom. Not everything is like, oh my God, we don't have a wall. That's just what's biggest on my mind. So, I promise, next video, there will be more exciting stuff rather than, oh my God, my house is falling apart. It'll be different. Promise. I may even go and take pictures of my plants, put up a picture of all of my, just like across the screen, of all of my mouse, which is, we call the, I have Venus flytraps and pitcher plants, but we call them all mouths because, the Venus flytraps. So I've got a whole bunch of those, and then I throw out some wildflower seeds because there was just this huge patch of nothing where nothing would grow because it hadn't been taken care of properly in front of the apartment. So I threw out just handfuls of wildflower seeds, and they're all starting to come up, and so we're starting to get these wildflowers about yay tall. I don't think they're going to bloom this year. If we're still here next year, I'll be able to see them. I really hope we're not still here next year. I'm knocking on wood right now. I'm knocking on different wood. But like, we've got some other stuff going on. I've got my pepper plants. I've got a couple little peppers on them, just little bell peppers. I actually pulled one off and we ate it the other day, and it was sweet and delicious. And I haven't had fresh bell pepper like that in literally years. Oh my gosh. Good stuff as well. Good stuff happening too. So anyway, I will stop babbling. I will not apologize for babbling because good gods did I need to get that out there. But I will stop babbling. Thank you all so much for, if you're still here, thank you all so much for sitting through all that. I love you and appreciate you, or at least some of you. I don't know. Some of you is kind of questionable. I haven't met you yet. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you for stopping in. Like, subscribe, all that normal jazz. And I'm hoping to see you and do episode 3 in another 2 weeks. Thank you so much. Bye.